Yeah, say she wanna go down this shit, whoa. Yeah, Gucci all up on my dick, whoa. Yeah, I get the money blue cheese. I got your bitch on her knees. Diamonds on me and they bling. All the fucking diamond rings. Catch me overseas, stunning quick, ayy. Get the check, I split it quick, yeah. Catch me downtown with your bitch, ayy. Round, round with your bitch, ayy. Why she always frowned up and shit, ayy. On my dick, whoa. Yeah, I get the keys like piano. I get that money, my ammo. Like 30 on me, that's my ammo. Fuck it, little bitch, now they calling me Rambo. Catch me downtown with your bitch, ayy. Wait, ride with your bitch, wait. Yeah, catch me riding with your bitch, ayy. Wait, baby girl, don't take no pics, ayy. Yeah, off the mic, so we pulled up real quick, ayy. Yeah, and we fucking like a flick, ayy. Yeah, I'ma just hop in the Mozzie. I'ma just catch me a body. Ball of hard, that's my hobby. 30, I'm just gonna go around me. Yes, it may go down in this bitch, but yeah, trail up that pro stick, yeah. Hey, catch me downtown with your bitch. Swear to God, it's really blue. What? Yeah. What? I get the money, who you? I just might fuck on your boo. I'ma just fuck on your boo. I'm a hundred's really blue. Swear to God, it really. I'm a hundred's really blue. Swear to God, it really blue. What? Yeah. What? I get the money, who you? I just might fuck on your boo. I'ma just fuck on your boo. What? Yeah.
To my channel, so today is story time, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story about the time how my cousin kind of sort of kicked me out her house. Okay, it's kind of stupid though. First out of the story. Okay, when the part is one time we had went to Wingstop, right? And it was like late at night, probably 12, 1 something in the morning, and we both from the wings, so we got a Uber ride to Wingstop. So we get there, she being extra, bro. We get there, she was like, I want a roll with extra butter. They put butter on there, and they put more butter. She talking about, they was like this and that. She was like, no, I want some more butter. They put more. She kept saying she wanted more at least by 10 times. I'm like, really? Who want all that butter on their bread like that? And then she was like, do y'all have potato salad? No, wait, I want beans. No, wait, I want potato salad, beans, and this. Give me some celery sticks. She was just like getting everything. And then them folks were trying to clean up and go home, and I know they was getting on her nerves. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. She was getting on their nerves because she was just being the most, man. And then when we got home, right, she didn't eat nothing. She probably ate 3 wings, and all that food went to waste. I ate what I had ordered. I got a 10-piece, and that was it. She had fries, sides, bread, all this stuff, and she didn't eat none of it. It was like just extra all the time. And then every time she got paid, she spent all her money. She would go get her hair done, nails done, go shopping. She never washed her clothes, so she just would buy new clothes, getting her hair done. Then she gonna ask me one day, do I think her priorities straight? I was like, hell no, your priorities ain't straight. You ain't saving no money. Like, what if something happen? You need to go to the doctor, or you need gas money to get somebody to get you to work. Then she would spend all her money. Then when it's time for her to go to work, she ain't got no way to get to work. She got to beg her co-workers at work to give her rides and stuff. I'm like, and you think that's having your priority straight, being flat broke and being cute, but then when it's time to get to work, you barely have a way to get. Story time, and I'm going to tell the time about how my cousin somewhat tried to kick me out her apartment. So before I tell y'all, like, jump to the end of the story of where she kicked me out, I'm going to tell y'all what happened in the beginning before all that happened. So, at the time I lived with my mom, and me and my mom, we don't really get along. We argue all the time, because I don't know what it is, we just don't get along. So my cousin was calling me, and she was like, yeah, I'm finna get my new apartment. You can come live there. Just give me a week or so, I think she said. And I was like, you sure? She's like, yeah, because I got you. I was like, you sure? Because in the past, she always do some flaky stuff for us, between us, and then we end up stop talking because she always just doing some fake stuff. So I was like, you sure? She was like, yeah, I got you. So when the time had come, I packed all my stuff and I left. And when I was living with her, like I wasn't working. All I did was get drunk every day with my boyfriend, and just get drunk every day. I was going to jobs, going to interviews, and I just wasn't getting hired for some reason. Like in life, you could plan stuff, but sometimes stuff don't happen the way you thought or want it to go. But yeah, I wasn't working, and I used to clean her house and cook. And I remember the first day we walked in her house, it was so nasty. She had a box of old pizza in there. It was probably like a month old, 2, 3 weeks old, and it was just the whole house. The trash stunk really bad, and she didn't even attempt to take it out. I was like, oh my gosh. So I cleaned her house up, I mean, the bathroom, living room, the kitchen, took out the trash. And when we was living there, she just always extra all the time. All she would do would be on POL talking to females because she was a lesbian. Then she started telling me something she want to be with a guy. I don't know. She started acting like she's getting confused because as long as I've been knowing, she always been a lesbian. Then she acting like she confused, talking about I want to be with a guy. And she's always had this guy come over. She's always be going over other girls' house, just having sex with people almost every day. You know, just like that's not what's up. But yeah, every time she got paid or whatever, I knew every time she got paid, she would try to bribe me to go with her to run around town with the Uber. And I didn't want to do that all the time. I was tired. I wanted to sleep. And then she got upset because I guess I stopped going with her because I remember one day it was like in the middle of the night. I was like, I'm hungry. I want some Wingstop. So we went to go get some Wingstop. Across the street is like some 99-cent boot store. She's like, come over here. I'll buy you a pair. Come with me. And it's cold outside as fuck. And I'm like, no. I just want some food. And then, like, it started going down here because she started acting kind of funny towards me. And as I started living there more and more, like, she would just be acting funny. She wouldn't ask me to go out with her no more and stuff. And then, every time I would cook and clean, she would leave food out. And I'm like, you should have common sense. You know, I sit up here and cook. And if you fix a plate after you eat, you could at least do is put the food back in the icebox. Don't just leave the food there. And you know if you got roaches or whatever, you just don't know what might be in your food overnight. And you just leaving this shit out. Then I would have to throw all that food in the fucking trash. That's wasting my time and energy. But it was annoying living with her, but it was kind of cool though, cause she didn't really care about, you know, me having my boyfriend over and us getting drunk every day. But the day that she had kicked me out, it was one day me and my boyfriend was at the movies or whatever, and I came out the movie there and I saw a message for her telling me you can't stay here no more. So I called her. I was like, why I can't stay here no more? What's going on? She was like, my I forgot what the lady called, but she went through the program to get an apartment, and only she could live there. Nobody else came, supposedly. So she said the lady came over there, and the lady never come on weekends. She only come through the weekday, and she never come inside her apartment. So she was like, the lady came over here and she saw your stuff, and she was like, whose stuff is this? And I told her, and I think she said she told her, or the lady knew that it was my stuff. And I was like, so how she just go in your apartment and just automatically know, oh, this your cousin? How she, and I'm like, that don't even sound right. I'm like, I'm not naive. So when I told, anyway, when I was on the phone, I said, okay, bye. Then when I got to the apartment, I took all my stuff out of her room, the bathroom, and I brought it to the living room because I was going to pack all my stuff. And I went there and I told her to her face, I said, I know you lying. You ain't got to lie. If you don't want me to stay here, that's all you got to say. You don't have to come up with no lie to put me out. I'm like, you being childish. She's like, okay, Katasha, whatever you think, whatever you want to think, you think what you want. That's all she had to say. I knew she was lying. And she's scary. That you have to come up with a lie to put me at your house. And then, as I'm picking up my stuff, right, I'm looking for this speaker, the exact same speaker I've been having on her house the whole time I lived there. And all of a sudden, it's gone, nowhere to be found. And I'm like, where's my shit? She's like, I don't know what happened, but... And I was like, because she had her best friend Maya over there that I had met one time before. And she had already had went home that Sunday before I had came back to the house. Because I had left, I think, Saturday and came back Sunday. I think that's what I did. Or either I left that Sunday, but I came back later on that night. Whatever, her friend was gone when I came back. And I'm telling her, I'm like, where's my speaker? Where's my speaker? She's like, I don't know where it's at, but I give you $20 for the speaker, right? So like 2-3 weeks passed by. I thought I done packed all my stuff and got my stuff at her house. Like I wasn't mad. I'm not gonna be mad over some petty stuff like that. You wanna kick me out and you think that that was okay or whatever, that's on you. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life walking around mad and miserable over something stupid. But I had texted her like 2-3 weeks after that, and I know every time she get paid when she get money, and I'm instead of asking her, so is you gonna get my $20 today? Is you gonna get it today? Every time she got paid, and she started ignoring me and not texting back. So I remember one day I had went up on her. I'm like, so you act like you can't give me $20 for my speaker that you let someone stole. It was at your house. And then she started going off talking my best friend is still your speaker, blah, 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 blah. Talking about nobody stole it. So I'm like, okay, where the fuck did it go? Because you always used to have me playing music for us and shit when you had your little friends over or whatever. But now, all of a sudden, nobody stole my shit, but it's nowhere to be found. And you told me you was going to get the $20, and then she just acting like she wasn't going to give me the money. And she never did give me the money either. She was just defending her friend. My friend didn't take your shit, blah, blah, blah. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to beat your ass when I see you. I'm going to beat your ass. Bitch, you fat. I said everything about her, and I had told her about, because her coochie always stink. And everywhere you go, you could smell it on her, and she be trying to wear perfume to cover it up and shit. And I'm just like, that shit ain't working, but I ain't never say nothing, but I had went off on her because I was mad. I'm like, the least you could have done was give me my $20 fucking for the speaker, you know. But she never gave me the money, and I told her I was gonna beat her ass, blah blah blah. I think I even sent her a text some days later apologizing about it. But you know, I'm not even mad. Like this stuff is in the past. It is what it is. Whatever. I wish her the best. I'm not mad about anything. This old. I'm not trying to get no revenge. I know in every situation I've been in, whether if I was right or wrong, every time I try to get revenge back or try to be paid back, you get stuff back done to you twice. That's worse. All the time, I swear that always happened to me. So I'm not even trying to go through that. I'm like trying to be like Jesus. I'm just trying to have a peaceful life, do what makes me happy, and just be peaceful. I ain't trying to be with all that drama fighting and all that stuff. That stuff get old and tiring after a while. But it's not me no more.